Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? I think I've done a reading for you before, but I'd just like to remind you, if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either see it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what she's talking about. So it's not an exact science. You might have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. Some of it. They won't give me all the details. Details are none of my business. Should give me just enough so you understand what she's talking about. And I usually ask them to at least give a couple of things that you can validate. The whole reading is not about me proving that I'm talking to them, but just a couple things so you know for sure we have a connection. See what she's referring to. Oh, she comes in like, how do I want to say this? Not forceful. That sounds like kind of. It's not forceful. It's very strong. She comes in very, very, very strong. And she says, I could never be mad at you, Mommy. Please let that go. Please don't think I'm mad at you. I wouldn't know how to be mad at you, especially now. As far as you worried about me being mad at you, you need to let that go for yourself, not for me. Things look different now. That so when we get up there, look at everything different, everything different. It's kind of like I tell people, if you sit on the floor and you look around the room, and then you get up and you stand on the kitchen counter and you look around the room, it's a whole different perspective. It's a whole different view. She says sometimes you get this overwhelming peace and love feeling, like it just almost like envelops you like a cloud. Probably doesn't happen a lot. And I've just myself have just felt it super strong a couple of times. And it's just overwhelmingly almost makes you want to cry. It's so beautiful. So know when you feel that's her bringing you love and peace. Okay, she would like for you to put that worrying about her being mad at you in a suitcase, an imaginary suitcase. Just imagine it. Set it on the ground, walk away from it, and leave it for the angels to take. It seriously works that way. I know it's kind of hard for people to understand that don't do this work, but let them handle it because she is in no way, shape, or form mad at you. You did the best you could. And I totally understand that. And again, she goes, I see things different now. And it's okay. It's all okay. As it should be. She says, as above, so below. And I don't really know what that means, but I hear it all the time. I really ought to Google that. We make beautiful music together. Trying to get her to tell me why she's saying that. We make beautiful music together. She's talking about you and her. Do you sometimes get a song in your head? One of those things that just won't go away, won't go away. Or you might even hear some humming of a song, and then you start to humming it or singing it or whistling it or whatever. You're connecting with her when you do that. Sometimes those things that pop into your head are not just random things. And right now I can feel her messing with my head right in here. Just it felt like my scalp was moving. You should feel that at least once in a while, and you probably already have. You just didn't realize what it was. It's her trying to gently let you know that she's there. So when she leaves you a sign or does something like that, validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, and ask her to bring you more signs if you want them. It's totally up to you. She says, back to the beautiful music together. So also, when you get that song stuck in your head, she's talking about kind of two different things. When you get a song stuck in your head, go Google it. There's always a reason when you get that thing stuck in your head and it plays over and over and over and over till it drives you crazy. I don't have far to go. There's a reason for it. And most people don't realize that. So the other is when you just kind of, maybe you hear, we have ears up here. Maybe you hear some catchy little tune. Could be a lullaby, could be anything, and you just start humming or singing along to it. You are humming and singing with her when those things happen. And I would imagine, she's not saying, but I would imagine that it would be a song that you would maybe associate with her, maybe a lullaby you sang to her when she was little. She said it won't be any headbanging music. And she's giggling. She says, yes, she has seen Trevor. It's more like she's not really with him. It's not like they're together 24/7. Sometimes we go up there and we hook up with our grandma and we just stay with grandma and we kind of hang around grandma while we're up there learning. But she's seen Trevor. She's not even showing me a picture or giving me indication of who Trevor is. But it's like kind of like they high-fived and they kind of went and did their own thing. We always hook up with our loved ones, but we don't always stay with them. And may pass it. Yeah, she's acting like she passes by every so often, and it's like a high five, how you doing? And off she goes. So seen him, been there, done that. Different people who are on different levels with their soul growth. Could be on a different level, could be needing to learn other things. So we always see our loved ones. We always meet up with them. Doesn't mean we stay with them all the time. I think I already said that well enough, but for some reason I felt like I need to say it again. She says, just so you know, he's good to go. She's outside, and I'm assuming it's outside your house. Doesn't have to be. And she picked a flower, and she smelled it, and she's smelling it for a long time. It's shaped like a daisy, but most daisies are white. This is like a red or a purplish or a darker color. Don't know if that makes any difference. Or maybe she's just trying to let me know it's not a daisy. Trying to see what she's going to do with it. Did you or have you picked flowers like that or even bought flowers like that and taken them to her? She's not explaining why she's showing it. She's still got her nose on the flower. And it's like it's right outside somebody's door. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be exact. So I'm not sure what she's signifying with it, or if she's validating that, yes, she got the flowers you brought her. Okay, so, all right, so she's showing the bathroom. It's like there's a whole lot of steam and stuff coming out of it, and probably not literally, but she just showed me it's like after a shower, somebody's going and taking a shower, and whatever kind of product she used that you could always smell when you walk by the bathroom when she just got out of the shower. Okay, you already have smelled it, and you will continue to smell it. And again, that's another thing you would validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her. It'll be a sign from her. So, so whatever that smell was, whether it was her shampoo or something she put on her hair, whatever that is, that you used to walk by the bathroom and smell it. And you can be in your car, you can be in the store, you can be outside, doesn't matter where you're at. When you get that smell, validate her. It helps them to know that you understand that that's them trying to say hi, and then you'll get more. It kind of opens a floodgate, I call it. They like get excited. Oh, I got through. She knows it's me. Something else about the bathroom too, though. So you may walk by and think you hear the water shower running, or you may walk by and the water might be on a little bit. It may not be on full force. And you go in and you turn it off, and you come back, and then you come back later and got turned it off again. You think the faucet is messed up. Could be the sink, could be the shower. Not 100% sure. Most of the ones that I talk to, they don't want to do something that's going to scare the hell out of you to let you know that they're there. So it's usually something pretty easy. So if she hasn't done that yet, she will. Now she's talking about pasta. First, she showed me spaghetti in a pot. Then she showed me what looks like lasagna. She showed me hot bread. She says garlic. It's going to be garlic, hot bread. So I don't know if this was one of her favorite meals. You just had this. You were thinking about fixing it. You used to fix it for her all the time. Or if you're just going to it be another smell so you know that she's around, be another sign from her. Making me hungry. I'm starving now. Ooh, time to fix supper. She says, so know that I am always around, and she's putting her hands up like this, and I am praying for you, praying for your peace, and I would like you to do this. She says, saying she would like you to do this and be very grateful for everything that you have right now at this moment. She says it will make your life totally different, and that's making me want to cry. She says, so instead of being pissed off at God because I'm gone, be grateful for what you have left. Be grateful for everything else. She says, be over the top, so very freaking grateful for what you have. You have a roof over your head. You have a vehicle. You have something to watch this on. You have carpet on your floor. I don't know, do your feet get cold? I don't know why she said that one. Just be over the top grateful, and your life will be so amazing you can't believe it. Just tapping me on the shoulder, going, you too, Rhonda. You know how we get in those things where we go, oh crap, I don't have that. Look at everything we do have. So she might be tapping you on the shoulder too. So know that it may not feel exactly like a finger, because we don't have these hard old fingers anymore. We don't need them. But you could feel like something pushing. Sometimes when they try to get my attention and I'm ignoring them, they'll feel like they're sticking me with needles and go, hey, it's a little rough. It could just feel like a bug crawling there, or a hair, and you can't get it off, or just an itch that won't go away. Everybody receives the energy different, so I never know for sure exactly how to tell you that you're going to feel it. She says, know that I love you, Mama, and I appreciate everything you did for me. You're a beautiful person inside, and you need to realize that more. Be grateful. Not bitter, not angry. Be grateful. Be grateful for the time we had. Be grateful. I love you very much. Don't cry. Don't cry, Mama. And it's like her energy just like so full of love. I wish I could describe it to people. I'm getting goosebumps. Hair starting to stand up on my arms. So over the top, full of love. It's different than oh yeah, I love you, like we do down here. This is like, can't describe it. Overwhelming. She's telling me to remember that. I get my butt chewed on all the time by these guys when they come in and talk. Be grateful. And remember, I love you. And what they taught me is you, love never dies. Love is an energy. Love is the highest form of energy. It's like quantum physics. I always say that. I don't really know anything about quantum physics. You can't kill energy. You can change its form, but you cannot kill energy. So know that love never dies, and she feels it. And I don't think I told you, I promise you 1,000%, she can hear you, she can see you. Talk to her all you want to. Start humming a song that you used to sing to her. See what happens. She says she'll be twirling like a ballerina, like when she was little. With a little pink or purple tutu, and she's spinning around because she can feel your love energy. Love energy. When I do energy healing work, I can do it clear across the country, because energy, it's hard to explain. With that, she's going to leave. She's taking that flower, one flower, and she's plucking the petals off of it and dropping it. So watch for flower petals to be in odd places. Like One time I found a feather in my drink in my truck. How did that get in there? My truck was locked. I just walked out with it. There was no birds around. Looked down, and there's a little bitty feather in my drink. So watch for the odd places for flower. You can be walking through Walmart and could be a fake flower petal on the floor. When I find the certain feathers and the certain things, I like to pick them up and keep them. I got out of my truck one day in a parking lot, opened the door, looked down, and this was laying there. It had ripped off as somebody's whatever, and they lost it, but I knew who sent it and why it was there. So I kept it. There wasn't anybody around to give it back to anyway. And with that, she's gone. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you for being patient. I always have a few readings backed up. Much love to you. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.